Most business owners think their perfect buyer is someone already in their industry who's looking to make a strategic move. Maybe a competitor, a supplier, or an adjacent company that understands the business. And honestly, I get why people think that way. Because on paper, it sounds logical. They already know the industry. They'll understand what makes us valuable. They'll be willing to pay more because of synergies. But in my experience, this line of thinking can lead to bad outcomes for you. And in today's video, I want to show you 5 reasons why. Now, before we get into it, if you're planning to sell your business in the next 1 to 5 years, or even just thinking about it, then my program Pre-Sell Prep could help you there. Click the link below and schedule a call, because a lot of owners wait until they're already going to market to figure this stuff out, and that's often too late. All right, let's start off today by talking about the most obvious reasons why you don't want to only focus on buyers in your industry. Reason 1, it shrinks your buyer pool. The second you decide your buyer must be from your industry, you drastically shrink your buyer pool. Now, instead of opening your company up to dozens or even hundreds of qualified buyers, you're now saying something like, I hope one of these 3 competitors likes me enough to buy me. That's dangerous, because there are countless reasons why a competitor might not want to buy you. And remember that 80% of businesses that go to market end up never getting sold. So if you put more obstacles in your way, you're just making things much harder for yourself for no good reason. That's why one of the biggest goals of Pre-Sell Prep is helping owners build a business that any serious buyer would want, not just someone from the same industry. Next up, reason 2, it seems like the easy way out. When you're set on selling to someone in your industry, it's very easy as a business owner to get complacent about properly preparing your business for a sale. I've seen some business owners take the mindset, well, they know the industry and therefore they will know my business. So they end up neglecting things that could potentially bring up their valuation, give them more leverage in a negotiation, and lead to more favorable deal terms. Things like cleaning up your financials, documenting your processes, and removing yourself from day-to-day operations. But the truth is, even buyers inside your industry will be looking for these things, and neglecting them could lead to a lower multiple, worse terms, or even no deal at all. Moving on, reason 3, buyers in your industry won't necessarily value your business higher. This is something I've noticed over and over again. A lot of buyers think, if the buyer knows the industry, they'll automatically value my business higher. But buyers don't buy businesses because they understand them. They buy businesses because they trust the future cash flow. And that distinction matters more than most owners realize. Now you may be thinking, yeah, but if the buyer doesn't know the industry, they won't understand the opportunity my business represents. But sophisticated buyers don't necessarily need decades of industry experience to realize the full value of your business. All they need is confidence. Confidence that your cash flow is reliable, your systems are scalable, your team is solid, and the business can grow without the owner. That's what buyers actually care about. Any buyer, from inside your industry or from outside it. And once you understand that, you stop trying to sell industry knowledge, and you start building a company that's attractive to buyers regardless of industry familiarity. In fact, that's one of the biggest mistakes I see owners make, trying to sell a business that only works for them, or only works for someone with their background. That's not a scalable turnkey company. That's a highly customized job. And buyers know the difference immediately. This is actually something we talk about a lot in our Pre-Sell Prep program. Sophisticated buyers don't want to buy a business that requires 30 years of tribal knowledge trapped inside one person's head. They want systems, documentation, repeatability, process, a management team, predictability. Because the more dependent the business is on specialized knowledge, the riskier it becomes. And risk lowers multiples. Reason 4, industry buyers are often stuck in their ways. Let me tell you a story from one of the companies in the portfolio of my PE firm. We had a GM who spent his entire career in the industry, knew all the terminology, knew all the rules, knew exactly how things were supposed to be done. At least that's what everyone thought. Then eventually he moved on, and we hired someone with a strong operational experience, but no direct industrial background. And honestly, the new guy is doing night and day better. Better systems, better leadership, better execution, better decision making. Why did this happen? Because sometimes industry experience creates blind spots. People become attached to the way they've always done things. They make assumptions. They inherit inefficiencies without even realizing it. Meanwhile, outsiders often ask simple questions nobody else asks. Why do we do it this way? Is there a better process? Does this actually matter? And that fresh perspective can completely change the trajectory of a business. Now, if you don't care at all about what happens to your company or your employees once you exit, then you probably don't care about this. But if you do, it's something to keep in mind. Reason 5, a buyer's industry knowledge can work against you. This ties back to reason 2, where owners often think strategic buyers will overlook risk because they know the industry. And sure, sometimes maybe they will. But more often, they use that knowledge against you during negotiations because strategic buyers know exactly where your weaknesses are. They know the customer risks. They know the margin pressures. They know the operational shortcuts. They know where your systems are probably weak. That's another thing nobody talks about, because when you only market to industry players, you create a tiny buyer pool full of highly informed negotiators. That's not always a great position to be in. So there you have it. 5 reasons why you shouldn't set your heart on getting a strategic buyer from inside your industry. Now, to be fair, there are situations where strategic buyers make sense. Sometimes synergies are real. Sometimes they generally are the best fit. Sometimes they can be willing to pay a premium. But owners make a mistake when they assume that they should be the default strategy from day one. Because if your business is only attractive to strategic buyers, that's usually a signal something else needs work. I've seen owners spend months emotionally attached to one strategic buyer only to realize too late they should have created competitive tension much earlier. The strongest businesses will attract PE firms, family offices, independent sponsors, search funds, strategic buyers, multiple buyer types simultaneously. And when you have multiple buyers interested, that's where leverage comes from. Not from hoping one competitor loves your company, but from creating broad market demand. That's why one of the goals of pre-sale prep is helping owners reduce friction for potential buyers. We want buyers looking at the business saying, this feels organized, this feels scalable, this feels transferable, this feels lower risk. So if you're planning to sell in the next few years and want help understanding what buyers actually look for, not what owners think buyers look for, click the link below this video and schedule a no-cost consultation call. We'll take a look at your business together, discuss how buyers would evaluate your risk, and I'll give you ways you can increase your valuation before ever going to market. Because in my experience, the best exits are prepared long in advance, long before the business is actually sold. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.